So this is part 2 of this International 340 tractor reverse Dozer blade thing. So as you guys saw in my last video, like I mentioned, the pitch of this blade, it used to be a snow plow, so I'm guessing. So what it does, it's way too aggressive, as you can see here. So every time I set it down to scoop up any dirt, it just digs. I do have down pressure and up pressure, but again, it just likes to dig, and my front tires skip. But so what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna remove this ram for now, loosen it up, retract it, and then there's this bolt here. Take that off, and I'm hoping by then I'm able to change the pitch. So what I want to do is, there's some company here, they're curious. So what I'm thinking is tilt it like this, so that blade right here is more of a drag rather than a digger. So I think it should work. And then after that, once I get the right pitch, I'm gonna make a different bracket so the side to side ram pivots better, because right now it's fixed. So if I pivot anymore, it's not gonna allow it to it's gonna put tension on this ram the opposite way, if that makes sense. Also, what I got here, the turning knuckle here, it's way, there we go, see how bent it is. So what I got is I got some 3/4 all thread with 1 1/8 nuts, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna squeeze it with my impact out through here, and then hopefully bends, and then I'm gonna put a bolt to secure it. I get it, if I put the bolt to secure it, I'm gonna be limited on pivot, but again, we'll figure that out as we go. Also, I've been doing some research here. on the hydraulics on it. So I don't know if you can hear it, but there's a little bit of a sag. So after a while, the hydraulics bleed out. So I believe this right here are your hydraulic valves for either single action or dual action. So I gotta do some more research on that and adjust them. From the last video, I ended up putting a new carburetor. I didn't film it. I did it at night. So yeah, it runs a lot better. Still need a little bit of fine tuning. The original carburetor, which I still have, no matter what, it was starving for fuel. No matter what I did, I cleaned it multiple times, went through every jet, every crevice, and yeah, I just couldn't get it right. So also the 6-volt generator, I did some research, a little bit of digging. It puts out at a high idle, it puts out about 18 volts, which I do have a 12-volt battery, but I am going to put a 12-volt rectifier, and I'm hoping that it produces enough amperage to at least keep that battery charged. I don't run it, I don't run lights, I don't run anything, just to charge the battery, almost like a trickle charger per se. Hopefully that works. So we'll do that on a different video. I don't have my volt meter on me today here at the ranch. So a lot of you guys been asking me too on my Instagram what the ranch looks like. So nothing fancy. Here it is. A couple cows, couple sheep, and turkeys. I had 2 more turkeys, but again, between Thanksgiving, I ended up eating them, my family and I. Well, I'm gonna stop this real quick, set up. I don't have a tripod on me right now, so yeah, so I'm gonna work on it a little bit, and then once I make some progress, I'll turn the camera back on here real quick. Okay, so that didn't take too long as I thought, and again, apologies for not doing it live here or filming while I'm doing it. It's just here on my cell phone, no tripod. But as you can see here, I broke those loose. I got a chain hoist right now. By the way, those things are freaking amazing. They're coming in handy. That's a 1/4 ton capable, which is plenty for this. I unhooked the ram, the side ship ram for now, so I could tilt. And as you can see here, I ended up angling it down a little bit more. So I don't know if you can see the pitch of that blade. but it's a lot better than it was before. So I'm still thinking of going a little bit more. Again, I want this thing to scrape rather than dig, just to keep up maintenance on the road here at the ranch. So, but what I'm gonna do is, before I weld anything or set it, I'm gonna make it so it's somewhat adjustable. So maybe in time, once I figure out the pitch, I'm gonna make rods from there to there. I don't know. Again, those are welded, so they're not gonna move. They're not gonna flex up and down. But I want to put a rod from there to there, adjustable, so I could change the pitch as I please. But for now, I'm thinking of just making a bracket here with some flat iron and bolting it together. I am going to change the pitch a little bit more, like I mentioned. But yeah, and then I got to figure out the side shift here, what I'm going to do. Because as you can see right now, it has no up and down tilt. So I got to figure out how to make a knuckle. But for the meantime, I'm just gonna let it hang there. I'll strap it, but let it hang there, and I'm gonna adjust the pitch from those multiple holes here. So the next step is I'm gonna cut some all thread and see if I could contract that, like, you know, and then bend it back to its place. Now I'm gonna try to, once I get it all set up, I'm gonna try to film this, set it up next to something here so you guys can see it. But so far, I think it's gonna work. So again, I'm gonna change the pitch real quick and go from there. Here's the setup. 3/4 all thread by 1.8" nuts. I got the impact set up there, and then I'm gonna use my spud wrench to hold the bottom. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna compress all 3 of them little by little and see if that plate bends. I'm hoping it does. And I was able to find a little tripod out of my that I had from a long time ago, out of my 69, which I'll put up right now, and hopefully I'm gonna set it in about this angle, about right here, and hopefully hopefully it works. We'll see.
Alrighty, let's give it a try.
Should be good. Come on, Cookie, out of the way. All right. So hope you guys saw that. And I just purchased this right here not that long ago, and man, that thing works awesome. Whew, I'm a little out of breath. But anyways, yeah, that looks like it sucked it in pretty good. So I'm gonna leave those like that for now. I'm not gonna be able to tilt, side tilt, but at least it's locked up until I figure out a knuckle. So the next step is to fix this to there. So again, what I'm gonna do right now is maybe, there we go. I'm not used to holding a tripod. Maybe do some bracket from that bolt to here and weld it for now. And then again, from there to there until I find or build adjustable linkage. So this is where the tilt of the blade is so far right now. I don't think that's gonna dig in too much. And if I keep it at that level, it should be able to just scrape. So, all right, well now, I gotta figure out that right now. So I'm gonna fire up the welder, find some scrap steel, and start building. And I'm gonna put these things away so they're not right there in case something falls, it doesn't kill them. Oh yeah, I was super pleased how that worked out. That was a cool idea. So this is what we got now. So I was able to find some scrap metal here. I already cleaned it up with the grinder. There it is. And then, so my idea is I'm just gonna weld it here, clamp it, weld it there. Come on, camera, weld it there, and weld it here. Then I'm just gonna cut flush and cut flush. Again, I'm hoping that that's the correct pitch that I need just to scrape and without digging. It looks pretty aggressive here, but I'd rather be tilted back than tilted forward to dig. Again, this is whether I'm doing it right or wrong. We're doing something right, so it's gonna do something regardless. And again, for how much I got invested into this, I'm willing to take the risk and the time to mess around with it. So now, again, I'm gonna fire up the welder. Now that I got this little tripod, I'm gonna be able to film the welding, and I'm just gonna use my regular little cheap little welder. I do have a Bobcat, but it needs a battery. Bobcat welder. So I'm just gonna use my little cheap welder with some 7018 rods and maybe about 110 amps. This should be enough. That's just not that thick of steel. And again, I do want to make it so it holds, but at the same time that it that I'm able to cut them once I figure out the pitch. You know, maybe if I do, I'll change that ram to here, make a bracket, so I could change on the go. I could change the pitch up and down rather than side to side, and then I could do the side manually here. Again, it's just ideas here. So yeah, let me fire up the welder, set up, and then weld this thing up, cut it, let it sag, and then fire it up and try it out. Oh, another thing too, I noticed that whole nut that goes all the way through here, it's a pin. It's loose, so it has some play. I am trying to make this as rigid as I can. So as you can see here, I might tack it, just throw a little tack here. That way I'm able to tighten that nut and put some tension on it and make it more sturdy. So I'll do that as well. I'm excited, it's coming up pretty good. And again, I locked up the turkeys and the rooster. The rooster's not too happy, or maybe he's happy, I don't know. So yeah, and later on I'm going to show you guys. So this is my Farmall 1948 Farmall. It runs perfect, fires right up. I'll show you guys later. It has a flat tire, and then that's just my Chinese, I think it's a Nordtrack 204C 4-wheel drive. Believe it or not, I know it's Chinese, but believe it or not, that thing, it's a workhorse. It's 4-wheel drive, low range, hydraulics, and PTO. And I stepped up the sizes on the tires, the next size up, and that thing grips, man. Cylinder, it's a 3-cylinder diesel. It works good. Also, I got this old Lincoln welder here, and I know I'm sidetracking right now, but I got this old Lincoln welder here that I haven't fired up, so maybe I'll do a will it run video on that. It has a magneto, has a Wisconsin 2-cylinder with a little diaphragm pump. So I checked it, there's no rust. I haven't fired it, so I'm gonna mess with it, and yeah, I'll do a will it run video. And then this wood chipper too, I ended up trading this wood chipper for one of my sheep. My buddy needed a sheep on his farm, so I just ended up trading it. Have not even messed with it. It's been about a year, haven't messed with it yet, so maybe I'll do a couple of will it run videos. So yeah, all right, let me set up the welder and go from there. Alrighty, so here we go. Where the heck did I put my gloves at? There they are. So, just a little Chinese welder, but it does pretty good. I got it clamped. I got my brand new rod here. And I'm just gonna, again, just a quick tack, nothing fancy, and go from there. Let's see. Alrighty, set this up. Let's go turn off the generator. I gotta find my chip and hammer here, and again, Where the heck did I see it? I welded something last time. If not, I could just use my my spud wrench. Oh, there it is. Again, I'm not a professional welder, so that will do. Yeah, that will do. Again, I'm not. Should have welded a little bit more there. Yeah, that holds. Yep, that will do. Again, whether it's wrong or it's right, we're doing something. All right, now get the salsa, cut that, fire it up, and try it out. Oh crap, I forgot to do that. Oh well. Alrighty, so by theory, if I release tension on this thing, the blade should stay. And sure enough, it does. Sucks doing it with one hand. Again, I'm not set up to make videos here. We're ranchers, not influencers, right? All right, I gotta set this down, so stay tuned. Alrighty, so let's fire her up. Here's the key. Make sure I'm on neutral. Neutral. Fire her up. Contact. All right, raise the blade up. Man, that thing's making some noise. All right, now put in first, put in reverse. Not too bad. I'll clean up my mess later on here. Let's move a little quicker. There we go. All right. Forward. So you put it forward here. I'm gonna put it on first gear. And again, we'll see. I don't know how well you can hear me, but all right, brake. Let's put the blade down. Let's see what we got. Oh yeah, way more better. I like that a lot. Oh, it's digging in a little bit. All right, go up a little. I think I dug in too much. All right, let's just back it in. Let's see how it looks. There's a lot of boulders out here, as you can see. Oh yeah. So I want to make a road here that goes in, but that looks a lot better. Let's give it another try. I'm gonna attack it from this angle here. Little down pressure, there we go, come on. Let's see how that one is, put it in reverse. Let's see how good it works. Oh yeah, man, that thing's working good now. Oh yeah, so I don't know if you guys can see here. That's where I started. All right, so again, I want to make a road, a ramp, so I could get my vehicles here. So once again, let's bring her down. Right about right there. Let's put it forward. Come on. A little more down pressure. Nice and slow, it's just idling. Come on. Alright, lift up. Lift it up. That's as hard as it goes. Let's go back. Oh yeah, it's moving some dirt, that's for sure. Not too bad. Oh yeah. All right. So what I'm gonna do is put it right there. I'm gonna set my camera on these hay bales and see if you guys can see some action here. But overall, it's working pretty good. Yeah, that pitch, that angle works a lot better. All right, so bear with me here. I ain't gonna zoom out. There we go. All right. So I liked it a lot better. I don't know how much you guys saw. I liked it a lot better here. So I still gotta even that out. Again, this is just for trial purposes. But man, that is good. Again, with this dirt, there's a lot of boulders dug in here. So I've been working here. So now you just gotta even it out. But yeah, there's a road. If I could take it to my main road, I'm by the entrance of the property. We just need some rain. But over that, man, it did a lot better. Believe me, it did a lot better. When I first got it, you just wanted to dig in, like dig in, and the back tires, well, the front tires just keep spinning. So now what I'll do is I'm just gonna spread this out a little bit more here. And my goal is to be able to make a nice super packed road here that I could come in here. There's a corral that I'm working on for the cattle. And then there's a little entrance here too as well, which I'll probably want to make a platform here and then set up my hay bales. But yeah, this is super cool. Cool little project. Again, sorry for the raw footage. It's all very shaky and raw. I'm not set up quite yet to make videos, but I hope you guys enjoy this. And we got plenty of projects, that's for sure. So little by little, I'll start posting more here, making maybe a once a week video, and we'll see where it takes us. So another day here, Rusty Wheel Ranch. Thank you guys.